Hello. Happy hump day. This is Genocide Jen. I had to do a quick check-in on Brian Laundrie. I'm in the process of moving and unpacking. I just heard they found possible remains, and I had to pull some cards because I knew that that's what Spirit was saying from the first reading I did. And I totally got confirmation on that today. I want to go ahead and stand on the fact and say that he is deceased. Got some dragon's blood going, and some frankincense, and some white copal resin for this reading. I've already blessed these cards, and I've already actually pulled them. I'm going to pull some more cards for you guys. Probably, I want to use one more deck just to see if it's saying the same thing as the deck I used for this case. Alright, so, with further ado, I'm just going to jump right in. This is a quick one. Like I said, I only pop on here when I know something for sure. And like I said, I'm in the process of moving, but this was important. So, justice for Gabby. Alright guys, he has crossed over, okay? I'm going to go ahead and say that before I show you guys any cards. And there's a couple other things I will say for positive. I'm just going to stand on this, okay? Spirit's right. And I've gotten confirmation on this case. I've kind of sat back and laid low. I think I've done one or two readings that I've actually posted. But yeah, I'm pretty positive. So this is what we got. Okay, so, hey guys, it is Genocide Jen, and we are back with another true crime reading, and we're going to check in on Mr. Brian Laundrie. News is a body's been found. Now, this has been a really tricky investigation. He's been quite elusive from some of the best bounty hunters and FBI-trained law enforcement there is out there. So, yeah, this has been a tough case. I asked, the question I'm asking, and I'm going to pull from a second deck to see what comes out, if there's any confirmation on the first deck through another deck. I always like to double check and do my homework. I want to make sure I'm interpreting the cards right, you know. Before I come on here and say something, so I'm really going out here. I'm going to say he has passed over. I'm also going to say and stand 100% that he has taken his own life. I did see suicide in the cards for him very early on. Actually, the very first reading I did. That was definite piece of information that came out via Spirit. And yeah, so I just thought I'd jump on here real quick, show you guys what I got, and we're going to pull a few cards from the second deck, a second tarot deck. The first deck we use is the Haunted Mansion. Excuse me. Forgive me, Disney. The Haunted House. Been waiting on this deck for a hot minute. Appropriate for this time of year. This is a fantastic deck. So if you guys can get your hands on this, it's available on Amazon, eBay, and also magic.com. They have some of the best prices on tarot cards and oracle decks I've seen, as well as an awesome variety. I love, and really good prices. And their shipping is great, and you get a crystal in every order. Okay, so we used the Haunted House Tarot. This is the first deck I pulled from. The second deck we'll be using, I wanted to know if he had crossed over according to the Dark Angels Tarot. Let's see what the Dark Angels have to tell us. Okay, it's my sound effects here, guys, so bear with me. And the other deck I'm going to use really quick here, just to see what's going on, is the Gypsy Oracle. One of my favorite decks. This is available on Amazon, eBay also. A lot of readers have this one. This does contain the suicide card, so I'm curious to see if it comes out, and also the death card if it comes out again. As I did, this is where I got the suicide from. Also, I feel like I've kind of got a good grip on the actual story, according to Spirit, and what I interpret and what I see as a psychic. Alright, so I'd share this, guys, with you. Also, just a reminder, this video is for entertainment purposes only, as all persons are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, as we all know, okay? If you haven't subscribed and you like what you see today, you like my style, you like how I roll, feel free to hit the subscribe button. If you like, give me a like. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Please comment. I love to hear you guys' opinions and input. Helps me have a better idea. Gives me some criticism, constructive criticism. But let's all be nice to each other, okay? We're all brothers and sisters here. Alright, so happy hump day. Hump day. My dog goes crazy. He gets super excited when I say hump day and stromboli, pizza or mac and cheese. It's his favorites. He gets super excited. So every time I say hump day, he gets really excited. Alright. So, without further ado, the deck I pulled first was from the Haunted House Tarot, like I said. Okay? I'll just put this over here so you guys can see. Hopefully, I don't know. Sorry, I've kind of got a makeshift setup here. I'm in the process of moving. Forgive me. A little disarray. A lot of things. I'm taking a break from moving because this was really important and I needed a break. I'm tired of pounding. Okay. So, the cards I got first. 3 cards fell out on the shuffle. And I'll show you guys these 3 cards. Okay, the first card out was the... we had the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Alright. You guys are wondering, this is the backs on the cards. They're really kind of vintage looking. This is a vintage original deck. When it came, this is an original deck, but this is a reprint of a vintage style deck. So it's pretty cool. I like it. The cards are nice. All that. If you're like me, I'm a collector, so I'm all about the cards, the quality, the artwork, yada, yada, yada. So if you see a deck, you have questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll tell you exactly what I think. This is a non-monetized. I don't get paid for this. This is my own money I spend. So, alright. The second card that came out was the Lovers. Okay. Now, if you look, this is a dark-haired gentleman, a blonde-haired, beautiful girl, and they both look young in age, definitely under 30. I get the feeling they're in a hotel room. I don't know why. Definitely love each other. Their love is on fire. You can see the sheets are on fire there. Which this goes along with what I thought. He definitely loved her. And she loved him. You know, people are human. And you get in a car with somebody, stress, pressure, you know, those kind of things. Some people can't handle that type of stress. They lose their mind. They get grouchy. They get irritable. They kind of change their personality. I mean, that happens. I've been through it. I know it can happen. It doesn't mean that person is not the same person, but heavy stress influences being stuck together all the time across country can be hard. You know, in a little van. You know, it's like sharing one bathroom and 4 people living in a house. Everybody's going to get on each other's nerves, okay? But, yeah, they loved each other. He did not plan this. This was not premeditated, is what I get. He was very devastated. He actually loved her. Something went terribly wrong very quickly. And there wasn't a lot of time. This was done in a hurry. And he felt terrible regret. And it's eaten him ever since, okay? Now, this is what I get. I feel a heavy sense of true love all along, okay? This is Brian. This is Gabby. Justice for Gabby. Hashtag rest in peace. We love you. We'll never forget you. Alright, the third card out was... Alright, third card out was the Ace of Swords. This talks about, you know, taking one's life with this deck. This deck particular. I definitely, like I said, picked up on the suicide from the beginning in another deck and what I got from Spirit and my own intuition. And here I have him showing he is taking his life with his own weapon. Okay, it does talk about in this deck that it's, you know, hurting oneself with their own weapon. So this tells me that. I knew he was dead. When I got this card, I said he's dead. Alright. So, I do work with a couple other soul sisters, and sometimes we will compare notes and swap cards and pull at the same time to, you know, see what each other gets. And so I kind of do that some on the side. I like to get others' input on my readings, and maybe they may interpret something a little different than me. Okay, the next card, I decided I was only going to pull 3 cards. So we got the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Lovers, and we have the Ace of Swords. excuse me, the Ace of Pentacles was in reverse. Not bad. Sorry about that. I said, let me get confirmation on this deck before I pull from the second deck. Alright, I'm trying to make this short so we can get to the actual live pull. Okay, the second card, 2 cards fell out on the second shuffle. I had the 8 of Pentacles. Here, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, and I'll tell you what this means in this deck in just a second. The second card that flew out, and I knew this was the end, this is a completion, this is the end of the cycle, end of the love story. I was seeking if he was dead or alive, and I really thought he was. I feel that in my spirit. This is the card that came out. Ready, guys? The Angel of Death. This is the Death card in the House of Terror. If you look, again, she has a sword, a sharp object. Yeah. I think he's honestly suffered some serious trauma from, I mean, of course he has, but the trauma he's went through from this event, what happened in the aftermath, and this and that, being on the run, he is literally a madman and lost his mind. I will say, I do not feel he is responsible for any of the other murders. I really don't. I'm gonna put that out there. Okay, so I'll show you the cards all together real quick. And then we're going to go on to the second live. I want to do a live pull on the Dark Angels Tarot. I'll pull 5 cards from that to see what we get. Let me show you guys these cards all together so you can kind of get a visual. Alright, so from the Haunted Tarot, the question was for Brian Laundrie. Is he dead or alive? Has he crossed over? Can you confirm that he has killed himself? Because that's what Spirit had told us originally. So I asked for confirmation. Y'all disregard my mail on the bottom. Like I said, I'm moving, okay? These are the cards. You get a good look here. Dun, dun, dun. And on the second shuffle, 2 cards jumped out. And this was the end. I knew this was the end. 8 of Pentacles. Angel of Death. Alright. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your messages today. And we're going to go on and ask the second deck. We'll do a live pull in just a sec.